What's up, guys? So there's been a lot of talk as of recently since Wakanda Forever came out about Vibranium. Obviously, Talokan has changed the game with it being another location in the MCU on the Earth with Vibranium, which before was believed to be impossible, but it's being said that Captain America New World Order as well as the Thunderbolts will basically be all about Vibranium. I believe those movies come out consecutively, so I'm considering them like Vibranium Wars Part 1 and 2 basically. We know that Harrison Ford will be Red Hulk in both, so it begs the question, what the fuck are these movies even going to be about? Because if it's gonna be basically Vibranium Wars Part 1 and 2 with both Wakanda and Talokan being involved, how does Captain America plus the leader and the Thunderbolts fit into any of that, okay? And what the fuck even is the Thunderbolts lineup right now? Is this gonna be like Civil War, like a mini Avengers 4.5 movie just on a like world scale? Don't worry, players, as always your boy has got you and has come to save the day by trying to read his asshole off about the different iterations of the Thunderbolts, as well the different types of Vibranium, guys, and most importantly the different places they come from and could come from in the MCU. So most people don't know what the hell the Thunderbolts are, and in essence it is like Marvel Suicide Squad, except it's not like they are a black ops government team who go on missions to shave off sentence time and they're threatened with, getting their heads exploded. They were legit started by Baron Zemo when the Earth lost the Avengers in the 90s due to Onslaught. If you read comics from the 90s or played Marvel vs. Capcom, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, they were a team of villains, the Masters of Evil, who rebranded themselves to be the Thunderbolts to gain the favor of the public and basically replace the Avengers for the world. But some of the members started to like being heroes more than villains, and then Zemo, his whole plan was just trying to get Avengers intelligence files the whole time. So he said fuck this shit and set his team up to get arrested. And the team has changed like tremendously since 1997. Like in 2013, when the team was taken over by Red Hulk himself, Thunderbolt Ross, hence the name, with the new lineup with the likes of Punisher, Agent Venom, Elektra, Deadpool, and even the leader, just with a red tint to him. This is probably the team most people associate the Thunderbolts with just because of how prolific and popular the lineup is and how recent it was. I've gone through about a third of the run and it's been about Ross trying to get the leader and make him smart again so he remembers the code that'll give him some type of info, because there's like a gamma bomb battery that's going to be available on the black market soon. If they don't stop that from happening, it could mean total craziness. Then in 2016, Bucky was on the team and a short little 12-issue run didn't really amount to much, honestly. It was just Bucky trying to stop Civil War 2 from happening, being on the run from the government, and also protecting a little girl who was basically like a living cosmic cube from Baron Zemo. It was wild, but not really too much shit happened. Then now in 2022, there's a new run that is composed of mostly heroes like Hawkeye and Monica Rambeau. Honestly, I haven't read that one yet, and I probably won't. There have been a couple different short-lived variations of the team in between those main ones, but you get the drift. They're basically just like a team of shitheads trying to do something good. But basically, at the end of Wakanda Forever, Namor told Namora that the world will come for Wakanda, and when they do, they will fight besides them. So the world is incredibly fucked with two different highly advanced nations with superhuman leaders with access to Vibranium. So this will probably mean a scramble to get some Vibranium of their own, as well as to maybe find some new Vibranium. Cap is obviously the main character of this movie and is not going to be on the same page as Ross for obvious reasons, and he is sporting Vibranium wings as well as the shield, so it'll be very interesting to see how things play out. I'd imagine this will be an extremely politically gray movie with Sam choosing not to fight for either sides, and maybe some very tough decisions being made by our heroes made at the detriment of other heroes, and who knows, okay? But I'm guessing we'll see Ross, who I believe will be the president in the next movies, enlist the help of the leader to maybe make a device to turn him into the Red Hulk, so he'll have the power he needs to conquer these nations, as well as maybe, just like Riri did, a device to locate Vibranium. And after, I'd imagine they probably get their asses kicked by Wakanda and Talokan, because realistically the US and other nations for that matter don't really have the chips necessary to fuck with both of those nations combined. Unless the Red Hulk can somehow solo both, I see an ass whooping coming to them. So this leads to the next movie being Thunderbolts. Lots of people are speculating what the hell they could be doing, and I had two ideas. So the first and probably most unlikely idea would see this team going on a covert mission to go to another place on the globe that somehow had vibranium, which would be, in my mind, Latveria, with Doom being the villain of the movie. I know, it's very base, but I think that'd be very interesting. I'm not sure if they'd have Doom have his first outing in a Thunderbolts movie, but I'm just saying, I think it'd be pretty cool to have Doom have access to vibranium. I mean, that's the natural escalation of things, right? Black Panther 3, whenever it does come out, it's gonna have to be Doom War, because Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, was basically the prelude to Doom War. So I'm expecting to see something Doom within the time between now or for Black Panther 3. Next, and probably more likely, is a theory I heard from a comic TikToker, or rather a headline from an article about a comic TikToker's theory, because y'all already know I'm not about to watch that shit. But it was about the Savage Land, and I was like, yo, there is Antarctic vibranium in the Savage Land, so I need to read up on my vibraniums. And this is by far the second most popular form of vibranium, and it's called Antarctic vibranium, or anti-metal. It basically has like kind of the same properties as vibranium, except when it comes into contact with other metals, it can melt them. So it's pretty useful as well. There is also another vibranium called reverbium. I forget exactly where that is, but it basically has the absolute opposite effects of vibranium, like Wakandan vibranium, but I believe it's incredibly unstable. So we'll see if it's getting sold on any black market. I think Bucky's arm should be good. I don't know about Ghost or whatever, the thing that is supposed to be Taskmaster, but it could be a pretty fun idea for a movie. They are working for Vanessa, so I imagine they're doing something on behalf of the government and on the behalf of General Thunderbolt Ross. So I'm very curious how Bucky gets caught up in the mix, like, because he's boys with Sam, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there, if there's going to be another rift. That could be a wild thing to see. And lastly, of course, because my microphone would crap out, brand new news about the Thunderbolts, the movie that's coming out, 2 years later, would come out as soon as I've finished my video. Basically, there is a rumor that Hyperion is going to come out, and Hyperion did fight the Thunderbolts from 2016, the team that Bucky was on. They were in there for like one issue, but then the little Cobit girl, the little Cosmic Cube, she teleported them away. So that's going to be very interesting to see if he is incorporated. Supposedly Ryan Gosling and Alexander Skarsgård are in the mix for the character, so who knows about that. I need to do more Hyperion reading, but let me know what you guys think, if that has any credence, or if you're excited to see that. That's pretty much it for the video. Let me know your thoughts on what do you think is going to happen in the Thunderbolts, or what do you think is going to happen, who's going to pop up, all of that down below. That's it. If you like the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want to subscribe, I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope all you guys are well, and I'll see you in the next one.